friends ever since.
A few months ago, Old Blood Noise Endeavours sent me over this truly gorgeous limited edition pedal that they had put together and released called Dark Light. They didn't ask me to do a video in return for the pedal or anything like that. It wasn't a promotional situation, but it's such a cool thing and I've been using it so much recently that I thought I at least deserved something of a quick overview. Not least because the design is, as usual, pretty awesome. OBNE's pedals always feel like works of art, and this is no different. It's genuinely one of the most beautiful effects boxes that I own. There is also a really incredible and only slightly disturbing launch video featuring Emily the Harpist on OBNE's channel, which I thoroughly recommend you go and watch. My dream is to one day star in one of their productions because they're legitimately top notch. I guess I'll just have to take a trip back to Oklahoma City at some point though. The last time I was in that part of the world, I had a gun pulled on me. It's probably worth the risk though, and that's a story for a different time. Anyway, what is this pedal all about? Well, Dark Light is a dual reverb pedal which combines the now discontinued Dark Star pad reverb, which I also happen to have, and OBNE's Sunlight reverb. Both of these are really cool pedals in their own right, with various distinct modes including pitch shifting, delay, bit crushing, tape style modulation, comb filtering and some other stuff. What is really special about Dark Light though is the way in which the two pedals are combined. As you might expect, you can operate each one independently with separate inputs and outputs on the rear. However, you can also route things in interesting ways, such as splitting a signal, or I guess I should say a single mono input signal across a stereo output with each of the effects engaged. Now, I found this pretty tricky to wrap my head around initially. You know, phrases like parallel mono and split stereo and all that kind of thing not being necessarily natural to my ears. Such a configuration of splitting a single mono input into two stereo, whatever it is, just sounded kind of like two pedals acting separately to one another, with each coming through a different channel. So dark pad on left and I don't know, sunlight on the right. But the real magic here comes with the spread knob on this pedal, something that allows you to control and I guess spread out the stereo field. This means that each pedal's output can kind of blend and bleed into the other one in the stereo modes, which is pretty cool indeed. There are a bunch of additional controls on here as well, including the ability to toggle a hold for each pedal, creating these infinite reverb trails, and also an expression jack input which can be linked to a number of different parameters, more than you might expect. Now, I said that I've been using Dark Light a lot, and that wasn't an exaggeration. The reason for this has largely been down to just how beautiful the bit crush effect from the Dark Star pedal sounds, especially when blended with the reverb from the Sunlight pedal. I think that is a pretty spectacular combination, and there are a bunch of sweet spots like that to be found depending on your own taste and preferences. I'm not going to bang on about this too much more because only 2,000 of these pedals were made in this form, and they've been out for a wee while now, so I can't promise that they will be around for much longer, if at all. I do think there are some on the website, but don't take my word for it. If you're interested, jump on to allbloodnoise.com and see if there are any left. And if not, then I apologise. You were just too slow. For now, goodbye.